So now we're going to move to DC.
Oh, do we have to?
Yes, we are, because this takes some real balls. So I saw an article saying that Shazam is not in Black Adam. I've also seen that Shazam is not going to show up in the after credits of Shazam: Fear of the Gods.
Or rather, Black Adam and Shazam.
What?
You're saying that neither character is
Shazam
appearing
and Black
in the other one.
Adam don't run into each other.
Right, which is stupid.
But I think they could be lying. I think that there could be a Black Adam post-credit scene at the end of Fear of the Gods. I'm not going to say there isn't. We'll see. But I could also see DC being like, who fucking cares? We're going to restart this shit anyway because we'll talk about them.
That great hack, J.J. Abrams, who I love to talk about and how much he sucks. A while back, he wrote a movie and made it called Star Trek Into Darkness. And everybody and their mom was like, hey, that's Khan. And he was like, no, it isn't. No, it's not Khan.
That's fine.
No,
He's trying to. He doesn't
Khan.
want you to know the story. Whatever. Anyway, so
honestly, I would have respected him a hell of a lot more if he was like, hey, yeah, we're redoing Wrath of Khan. Great. It's going to suck and fuck you, JJ.
Either way.
Wow, I really don't like him.
Yeah. Either way, there was an interview with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Because The Rock himself said this is true.
Who has a contract in every one of his movie contracts that he can't lose fights, by the way.
He can't. Which is kind of a little... I'm still interested to see Black Adam, but it sucks because The Rock has kind of worked himself into a corner where he just kind of plays The Rock and everything.
Yeah. Well, Jungle Cruise was really good, actually.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was a good summer fun family movie.
If you want to kill 2 hours, go for it.
You want to kill 2 hours? Or do you want to kill...
Anyway, this is what The Rock said. Here's his justification. Quote, when The Rock first... No, I'm just kidding.
You smelling what The Rock is cooking?
When the first draft of the movie came to us, it was a combination of Black Adam and Shazam. 2 origin stories in one movie. This is him telling Vanity Fair. Now, that was the goal, so it wasn't a complete surprise. But when I read that, I just knew in my gut, we can't make this movie like this. We would be doing Black Adam an incredible disservice. It would have been fine for Shazam having 2 origin stories converge in one movie, but not good for Black Adam. End quote. Okay, somebody on TikTok made a great point. Somebody on TikTok said,
somebody on TikTok made a good point.
Listen, not all of them are bad. Listen to this guy, whose handle I don't remember.
Not all of them are bad.
He's one of those random ones on my For You page. Anyway, he said, imagine if Willem Dafoe said this before the first Spider-Man.
Right.
Where he's like, I just want a Goblin movie. I can understand that criticism, and I think that's a valid criticism. Because I think, look, I'm only speaking for myself.
The Rock's going to rock. Okay?
I can only speak for myself. But Black Adam was never that big of a deal for me as a kid. Never. The first time I really ever encountered Black Adam was when I was playing the Injustice video game. And that was also my exposure to Shazam. I didn't have a lot of exposure to that either.
Shazam has really been under you. Yeah.
So Shazam and Black Adam to me are still lower rung DC characters.
They are.
They're not going to be up to the levels of Batman and Superman and the Flash and Green Lantern and all that.
DC didn't even own them until the 70s.
Right. Which is why his name was Captain Marvel.
Yes, and then they figured that shit out.
And then they're like, Marvel's like, we're Marvel, and we want a Captain Marvel.
That's actually a really interesting story that we should delve into one week.
Yeah, we should. Because, the whole thing's fascinating because the Captain Marvel...
Like how long it took for them to officially be like not more... Yeah.
But I have 2 minds about it. On one side of the sorry, it keeps hitting your foot. On one side of it, I like it because it means to me that The Rock really cares about this project and he wants to take it very seriously.
Sure.
But on the same side of that, it's like, again, it's a hard sell to get most people to care about Black Adam. You and I are going to watch this because we're those...
So instead of Shazam, you're going to put a bunch of other DC heroes in there that'll make us want to see it, like Dr. Fate and Hawkman and stuff
exactly.
like that?
That's how they got you interested. That's what I mean. You can't just sell Black Adam. You have to sell Black Adam. You have to sell Black Adam fighting the JSA.
Yes.
That's the only way to sell.
To be really honest, if it was
which is cool.
If it was
I like
just
that.
a Black Adam movie, I'm renting that fucker. I'm not going to see that in the theater. Fuck that.
It's strong,
but I'm gonna because Dr. Fate is in it.
That's cool. As much of a presence that The Rock has, you cannot just rely on Black Adam.
No.
So I get a lot of people. I get people being upset about that comment because Black Adam, that to most people isn't that interesting.
No, and
without Shazam or without something there.
He's an anti-hero, but he's not even a good one.
I'm still excited to see the movie just because I'm like, how the fuck are they going to do a Black Adam movie? And I'm interested to see that.
Sure. But here's my thing about it. Do you remember how long Channing Tatum was beating the fucking drum about a Gambit movie?
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares?
There's some serious Gambit fans out there.
Right, and those people are wrong. No, I'm serious. Gambit is a stupid character.
Give me a hard R Gambit where he's just fucking. That's what I want to see.
No, Gambit is a stupid character. He's a dumb character.
I could see.
I wear a skin tight thing under a duster that has a frame head that has a nice little thing for my hair. I'm also Cajun, and I never run out of playing cards.
Plus, I'm a little annoyed because I would love to see the guy who played Shazam fight The Rock.
Sure.
I can never say his name.
I'm just saying,
but that dude's been in a lot of stuff.
I'm just saying, like, Channing Tatum clearly does not have the fucking star power that The Rock does, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Number one. Number two,
excuse me.
You know, The Rock, with his money and clout and connections, can get a movie made if he wants to.
Clearly, DC is relying on him
right.
to get them in a transition from to the Warner Brothers Discovery, whatever the fuck they're going to do with that. I think they're looking at The Rock to kind of guide that. Use his star power and use Shazam and Black Adam.
I would never say this to his face because he might slap the shit out of me. But Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Why Black Adam? Nobody fucking cares.
You know what? This movie's going to be filled with
pew pew quip, pew pew quip
all over the place. And then you're going to be like,
but that's exactly like when I every time I heard about an update on the Gambit movie and it's officially dead. Who fucking cares?
I think The Rock has a special place for Black Adam because he's been attached to this role for like 10 years. So
that's kind of on you, dude. Didn't you attach yourself? I mean, that's fine, but at some point, just look. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm not saying it's going to be good, and I'm definitely not saying that. I'll watch a lot of stuff that The Rock's in because he is a really fun guy to watch on screen. He's a charismatic guy. Because of his athleticism, he can do a lot of stunts himself and whatnot, and he's funny. But I really would ask you the same question that I've been asking Channing Tatum for 15 years. Who cares?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you so goddamn rock hard, pun intended, about Black Adam?
How much you want to bet Kevin Hart shows up in the post credits of Black Adam?
I want to. I'll bet.
All
Let's not forget, dude. Remember before Central Intelligence? Remember? That was the movie that really cemented The Rock as a viable, leading guy.
Well,
but who was the lead in that movie? It wasn't The Rock. It was Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And so, if you think, the Rock seems like he thinks he owes Kevin Hart, he kind of does.
He's not going to show up in this movie.
No, I know.
Anyway, so
but they're good friends.